Hey girl, welcome back to the Rogues Gallery. This is Vintage Year. And I am excited to play it for you because it is not a bad game, and that is the highest standard I can hope for right now. It's a twin stick, so like many of them, you get to choose a class before you start. They all have different abilities. Some of them seem really cool, but that's a lie. Because the coolest one is one you start with. My man Malbec, the sharpshooter. Perfect accuracy. He basically renders about half the game moot. You also get a spell. Spells are mini abilities. Most of them are bad, except permanents, and I'll explain that later. Alright, so the two main gimmicks with Vintage Year is one, when you spawn, you do so as a wine ghost, some sort of alcoholic specter, much like me in 5 to 8 years. You can walk around, nobody sees you, you can just check stuff out. Also, everything's really dark is the other thing, but you can fix that by dropping a light. And you do not spawn when you do that. So the idea is you go through the level, mark out where you want to see, and then decide to spawn, which I will do back here. Let's get rid of these guys real quick. Maybe. You also start with 2 weapons, a pistol and a knife. I don't know if I want to knife fight this guy. It's scary. So we got some loot. This is... I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's another pistol weapon. Notice the red dot. That means it's more accurate. It doesn't matter, because we're playing a character with perfect accuracy. This is another pistol weapon. The red staff. It shoots fire. It lights people on fire. Does small damage over time. Let's keep it for now, just so I can show it off. Also, this is a special thing. If you put a light on this, it summons the Relic Spirit. And he lets you cast a spell. So I'm gonna grab... Man, I forget what most of these are. This thing, Skull Shield. So to tell you the truth, all the spells in this game are bad. There's only one useful one, and your partner has to die for you to use it. I'm not sure I talked about that partner either, but when you start, you can select a buddy. He can follow you around and shoot stuff. He can die, but you can bring him back through some ways. And he levels up. At least, he levels up from level 1 to level 3, and then they're capped out. They're not super helpful, but they're there. So we should definitely talk about weapon types, because there are 5 types of weapons. The pistol, the shotgun, the carbine,
melee weapon, and explosives.
Also, this guy just put like a weather vane in his wine cellar. I don't know why. But the important thing to note is that each type of weapon has a separate pool for ammo. So if I pick up another pistol, I'm going to have 179 ammo, as you see in the top left. But if I pick up a shotgun, or some other type of weapon, I'll start with like 20 ammo. And that's important because ammo is not universal between different types of weapons. So if I pick up a box of ammo, I have to choose, do I want pistol or do I want shotgun? So it makes having more than one weapon actually not worth it most of the time. Also, after 2 levels, you get an upgrade. I'm going to pick Toxic Shot, which is bad, but lets me unlock the next damage upgrade, which is not bad. Get this knife out of here. Wine racks have stuff occasionally like bandages that will help you heal. The next super important note about weapons is that all weapon types tend to deal the same type of damage, or the same number of damage. So all pistols, no matter what kind they are going to deal 1 damage. The fire cane did 1 damage, my pistol did 1 damage. Anything I pick up that's pistol type, 1 damage. Shotguns also tend to do 1, but they spread out, so like you could hit one enemy with multiple. Carbines tend to do quite a bit of damage. Melee weapons can vary a bit, and then explosives do a lot as well. So the reason this is important is because if all pistol types do 1 damage, the only thing really separating them are 3 things. 1, special ability, if it has it, which is pretty rare. 2, accuracy. And 3, rate of fire. So generally, you're going to have to choose between accuracy and rate of fire. There are some good guns that have both, but mostly you have to make a choice. And the reason Malbec breaks the game is because he makes that choice like irrelevant. You don't have to worry about accuracy. Normally, a normal character, their gunshots would go kind of wide occasionally. Malbec always perfectly straight. So for him it becomes only a game about what is the fastest weapon I can get. And it just so happens that one of the fastest weapons is your starting pistol. Meaning you basically start with the best weapon in the game. Anyway, here's a boss. Rye. It's always him the first time. If you like Left 4 Dead, you're gonna know how to kill this boss. You just sit in the corner and shoot him when he comes to you. If you don't, there's a bunch of little minions around the room that he summons. Otherwise, he just like walks at you. Man, he is spawning way too close. He usually does not spawn immediately on top of you. So those long shot things that come up occasionally is because I hit something on the other side of the room. They get you bonus points. Points do nothing in this game. Corks mean something. Corks are the things that come out of enemies when they die. And they are the currency for buying stuff between runs. I get my next upgrade, I'm going to do +1 damage, the best upgrade in the game. My pistol now does 2 damage instead of 1. We're in the second part of the game, so we're going to see some new enemies, like the smoke guys. Their deal is that once you lower them to enough health, they disappear and spawn somewhere else. Which can be really cheap when they like spawn behind you and murder you. Here we have a toxic cannon. It's slower than the pistol, so we're tossing it. Despite having perfect accuracy, it cannot account for the bad aim of the player. So levels get a bit wider here. I wish I had more lights, but I can fix that later. Thompson, a faster pistol. So let's stick with that. Also notice the color coding on guns. They go from green to, I believe, purple. Purple being the rarest and best. Although the truth is there's really nothing in this game, no item, no spell, no gun, that's gonna break the game just by you having it. It's not like Isaac or Enter the Gungeon. There are no items that are so good they trivialize things. It looks safe over here. Let's start there. Also, I'd be spending way more ammo to make these shots if I did not have my man Malbec and his amazing accuracy. Also, fun thing about melee weapons, you can do this. They kind of go through walls. Probably not intentionally, but hey, it works out. Another Thompson, that gives us more bullets. This is an auto shotgun. Shotguns bounce off walls. And as I said before, they spread so they can hit someone multiple times. Sadly, don't want it. Just want my toxic blade. Alright, so the next upgrade I'm going to go for is more lights, as levels are getting bigger, like I said. And I should use my spell at some point. Let's get on that. Yeah, I don't know if I need to drop a light there, really. I might remember those guys are there, or not. Who knows? Alright. So let's drop this spell, which will give me some floating shields. We'll pick up Time Warp, which makes everything really slow. I can only use it once, though. All spells are one use only, which is one of the reasons why they're bad. Enemies also occasionally have shields. You just kind of shoot them until the shield goes away. Alright, things are looking up. My lack of conservation of ammo might be a problem. Although they're pretty good about spawning ammo. Here's a fun thing. If I can find out who's trying to kill me. There we go. These are potions. You drink them, you get a copy of yourself. For some reason I dropped my gun. What do we got? Proximity mines. They're kind of bad because they like rely on the enemy doing what you want, and that doesn't really happen often. But hey, this might be the next boss. It is! I can count. I know math. I can get to at least 3. Anyway, this guy is interesting in that he lets you actually drop lights. He also has a shield that makes him invulnerable unless he's moving. And he gets more boomerangs over time. Generally a good idea to like be in front of him where he's gonna go. You do have to watch out for that though. So I should get one more round. I should note that by default you do not dash through bullets. So if I dash into a bullet, I get hurt. There's an upgrade for that called Improved Dash. I don't really need it. Instead, I'm going to start working towards health. So it got me a bit of a shield from damage. And we're on to the last part of the gauntlet. We're going to see some new enemy types, ones that are actually kind of dangerous. Like this guy. This guy right here. Pain in the ass. This skull. Green guys, if you kill them, they spawn at this little plant. And then Terminators have a very slow gun that hurts a very lot. Kind of a small level though, so let's start with you. The plants are not melee only. They do have a projectile that's very hard to see. They also tend to clog hallways and just keep respawning forever. Terminators have to charge their gun to use it, but once it's charged, it's a problem. Nothing really down here. We got a raptor. It's worse than the Tommy gun because it fires a bit slower. I killed that skeleton. I actually forgot it was there. They explode. Where's that Tommy gun? Give me that thing. Here we have an ice cannon, another pistol. It slows whatever you hit with it. Obviously, don't want it. Alright, so yeah, levels are getting kind of big. I think this last part has 4 parts instead of 3. And there's way too much bad stuff over here. That might be too risky. This is a little better. Oh, that's a trap. It shoots fire. Oh shit! It's real bad. Ooh, that was close. To be honest, I don't know how I survived that without any damage. Ooh, what do we got? Dynamite revolver. Sure everyone's not dead. No, there's this guy. Dynamite revolver, actually kind of underwhelming. Fun note, explosions can hurt you. Let's go with more health. Wizard staff, don't really want that. Give me back my toxic blade. That blade, it said some stuff, man. It's really not a good member of the community. We should get it out of here. But, you know, I gotta use it for now. That is a dangerous room. I don't want to be in there. This kind of sucks too, but I think I can survive the blast. What do we got? Saw blade launcher. That is a type of rifle. We haven't seen one of these yet. So it tends to deal double damage to whatever it hits. And you can pick up the blades afterwards. Now I'll use it for a little while. Why not? Damn it, where's my toxic sword? This is a mistake. Are you seeing that shot? MLG sniper right here. I don't know how I'm gonna get around this. Like that, I guess. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo for the Tommy gun. Now I might actually be in trouble. Let's grab the saw blade, I guess. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Where are we going? I don't really want to search those because they won't have ammo for the pistol. Ammo for the pistol is what I really want. Alright. Need a Thompson. Need the ammo, please. Thank you. Alright, so mini bosses, like these guys, are actually probably harder than real bosses, and you only get corks for them. I would get more ammo, but then I have to spend it on him. So let's pass on that. Make sure there was nothing down here I could get. Nope. Might be toxic blade time. I'm pretty sure I got one more room left to go. This generally doesn't happen. Ammo is usually not a big concern. Although I suppose the fact that I wasn't concerned with it is why I have so little ammo. Deep thoughts. Explode each other. Thank you. Alright, cheap stuff. Here we go. The sword also makes the camera go kind of nuts. I wish I had my good friends here. 'Cause I am not in a good place. you guys not the only ones. Alright. Did it. Good news. Ammo does not matter in the last level. So let me drop some lore on you right now. The reason I'm down here in this cellar is only explained in the tutorial, and it is so I, a great man, can come here and get the vintage wine from my man, the connoisseur. Joke's on him, though. Wine is actually trash and dumb to drink. Come at me. Anyway, for some reason after you give him the wine, he just decides to kill you. Like you do. And we get the last boss. This boss is... I wouldn't say super easy. He can be a problem if you have low health. But the trick is, he traps you between lasers. He doesn't aim right at you. The thing that will actually kill you are the fireballs. So between his blasts, you can hit him. You can't when he's actually shooting at you. The secret, though, is to not go too far back. You want to be able to capitalize when he's vulnerable. Also the secret, don't be afraid of the lasers. He won't hit you with them if you stand in the middle. Be very afraid of everything else. Alright, one more. Did it. And that is Vintage Year. It was made by like one dude pretty much. The funny thing is, if you look at the attributions, all the music is just like free music, which is fine. The music is actually okay in this game. So credits to the guy who made this. It's actually not bad. I suppose I could show this off. So I talked about corks between runs. You can go to the store. You could buy more characters. Let's get the inventor. You could buy a custom character. You can also buy miscellaneous items. Like this lantern. That makes my lights that I place go a bit wider. You can get all these stuffs. I think these are all cosmetics. I think I broke it? No. I don't know what's happening. I hope I didn't break it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck.